All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have to make a quick video. I'm setting up for the long haul as far as making videos for the draft and things of that sort all off season. As we're quarantined, it looks like I'm not going to be building a man cave anytime soon, so those plans are on hold. But I'm making this video because as I was setting things up, and I'm halfway there, you see the cameras flickering back and forth, so I still got a lot of work to do. But Travis Fredrick retired. I just saw it. I hadn't seen anything of why or whatever. I just pulled up. Actually, when I just saw this, I pulled up his. After much consideration, discussion, and reflection, I decided to retire from football. And I mean, it doesn't. It is surprising. It is surprising, but we know the health problems that he was faced with these last couple years, and he made a valiant comeback last year. And if his body and if he says it's time for him to go, then we wish the best for Travis Fredrick, and we're happy for what he has done for us and whatnot. And this makes the Looney things make so much sense. So now we have Looney and maybe somebody else is going to be there in the center. But I don't think this was a shock for the Cowboys. I feel like he gave the Cowboys a heads up on this possible retirement. And that's sad. That's one of the three. Man, this is our great offensive line, guys. And this is like, Tyron isn't what Tyron used to be. Fredrick is gone. Zach is still at the top of his game, I would say. And that's wow. I mean, Zeke, you're gonna have to get it done now, man. You know, there's not gonna be any. Well, you got the best offensive line in the league. It's slowly deteriorating right now. So that's the one bummer. And we were on a high too with all the good stuff that had happened throughout the few days or whatnot. So that's the first off-season blow. Other than, you know, us being quarantined. That's the only off-season blow we've taken. And that's a big blow. It's an understandable blow. It's not expected, but if it happens, we like, okay, we get it. So I've not made a video in a couple of days. What happened, I'll tell you, because I guess you can see some of the plastic. What happened was, you know, all the water that went into my pool, whatever, we had a 100-year rain out here in California, so it almost completely filled up an empty pool that we were building. At the same time, we had a breach in our roof, or something happened, and water came rushing down in my daughter's room. So that room was soaked. So we got that room totally taken apart. We got plastic here. We got the dehumidifiers here blowing all that kind of stuff or whatever. So it's been a crazy few days. The insurance came yesterday, and now everything is calmed down. I can get back to doing this. So I've been setting this up all day. I might go live tonight. If I'm not live tonight, I'm live tomorrow. But these are the things that happen since I have not been making videos the last couple of days. Emmanuel Sanders is not going to be ours. I don't care because I am in love with rookie wide receivers. I love rookie wide receivers. So if we go and get one of these top rookie wide receivers, I'm gonna be all over him in training camp. Now I doubt I'll be allowed to go to training camp this year. I really do. The Cowboys were working on. I don't know if they were working on Dontari Poe. You know, and the thing about Dontari Poe, I was crazy about Poe during his combine, because if you remember back then, he did a sick combine. He was going off, man. But however, he never became what they thought he could become. Now I think he's still, since he is such a big man with such power and speed and all that kind of stuff, that he can be extremely disruptive. However, I just don't know. I would rather have Michael Pierce. Is he still available? But no, I'd rather have maybe one of these dudes that's coming in the draft, one of these rookies or whatever. I don't know. I like Poe. I just don't know if Poe is that guy we've been fiending over for the last few years. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Poe is that guy. And that's pretty much it. Nothing else major has happened. But I'll possibly come on tonight and we'll talk through some of the beginning stages of this draft stuff, and then we'll start moving toward a draft. Even if it's going to be a virtual draft, they promised us a draft. They promised us a draft. All right, guys. I'll holler at you. All right, what was I saying? I think I was talking about Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown. His speed is needed in the game of football. So there's always going to be one player on the other team that's going to be super fast, and we can just put Anthony Brown on it or whatever. So there's always going to be a role in our defense for Anthony Brown. So that was a good signing. I don't think anybody thinks we're signing him to be a starter on the other side. I think he's just going to be one of those four to give us really four strong cornerbacks. We signed Kai Forbath. I like the name. Daughter's name is Kai, if you didn't know. Signed Joe Looney, which is good for him. Very good for Joe Looney. Joe Looney is a pick-up person. When you're around him, you get picked up. So he's good there. Pretty good on the football field as well. So I love that signing for the energy around it and everything. So good job, Joe Looney. They re-signed Cooper Rush. I still want a better backup for I kind of want to see Cooper, because Cooper, I've talked junk about Cooper over and over and over, but Cooper hasn't done anything but good stuff. So I kind of want to see Cooper sometime in like real action and in real NFL action to see if I just want to give him the benefit of the doubt. But on the flip side of that, I want a good backup quarterback behind Dak Prescott. I want Dak to be the starter. I want a very good quarterback backing up Dak. I just like that setup. I just like it. The Cowboys signed Joe Thomas, linebacker, and Justin March. So we're going to have one of the speedier linebacking core in the league again. Cornerback C.J. Goodwin is back. He came back this morning. Cam Fleming, I think they declined his option or something like that. So I don't know how it happened, but it's gone. Whether it was a flat-out cut, a decline, or whatever. But he's playing for the big Red Apple in New York. And Xavier Su'a-Fila goes to the Bengals. And I'm hearing the interest in Jadeveon Clowney is subsided or is gone. And another guy, Everson Griffith from the Minnesota Vikings. He has he tweeted out his goodbyes to Minnesota, so he's gone. And that would be, I know he's expensive, everybody, but that would be a pickup that'll make me do a backflip right there. And I remember when wifey and I went to the Minnesota-Dallas game. What was it? It had to be because I took baby. He was a baby then, so it had to be 3 years ago. It was in Minnesota, and I was telling people, I was like, man, could we get that Everson Griffin off you guys? And when I would say that to Minnesota fans, they were like, no, you can't get, no, we love that guy. That guy, ooh, man, you took a defensive line with D-Law, Gerald McCoy, that guy. Hopefully we get Randy Gregory back. Come on, man. All right, guys. But this is a good thing because we can keep, if we have a good defensive line, we can keep our secondary young, so we don't have to pay our hands won't be tied to pay Cheeto when Cheeto's time is up, or because we just don't have anybody to play that position. We can go get a rookie or a younger guy to play because our front four and linebackers are very good. So I like that strategy. I kind of like it. That's how you find some gems that way. Seattle does that. All right, guys. I will holler at you tomorrow. I'm about, I would say, 2 weeks maybe from doing live shows, but I'm going to be doing live shows very, very soon, coming up to the draft. I'm slowly getting into the draft. I have some positions that I'm kind of focusing in on. I'm naturally focusing on wide receiver every year, so that always piques my interest at first. But there's some defensive linemen, as I was saying about Everson Griffin. There's some young defensive linemen as well that could be impact players, in my opinion. But we'll talk about that. We got time. That's one thing we got right now. We got time. All right, guys. Stay safe. Holla at you. Peace.